Good that the weather held up, that we could stay outside. Didn't look like we were going to be able to, but a lot better workout there than being indoors, so that was good. I thought our defense responded really well and played really well. We did do ones versus ones, twos versus twos, tackling for the first half, and much better job limiting explosive plays, and not as many missed tackles. So that was good. And I think overall it was a pretty good defensive day, and that was good to see.
Lane, I know what your policy is on injuries. Noticed the last couple of practices, a couple of guys not on the field. On your significant injury update, do things still stay the same at this point?
Yes. I don't think we've had any major injuries of guys that's significant playing importance.
When you say the defense kind of responded today, what were they doing differently that maybe you didn't see last week?
Not giving up explosive plays, covering well, played a lot of deeper zone, and then rushed well on third down, especially Sam. So it was great to see.
Yeah, I was going to ask who were kind of your standouts today.
Well, mostly defensively. No, we didn't play in the second half. 3 of the receivers. So, but I thought the D-line played really well. Like I mentioned, Sam. Linebackers played more physical and fit runs and didn't give up plays. A lot of 3 and out. So, not a lot of turnovers, but a lot of punts.
Lane, you're almost at the 2-week mark of fall camp, and can you kind of just give us an overview of what next week is going to look like in terms of practice as preparation gets in gear for Louisville?
Yeah, they'll have tomorrow off, and they'll come back, and we'll still be in training camp mode, but part of that practice will be those practices will be geared towards the opener as we get later in the week some more, and then a mock game at the end of next weekend. So I think it's Sunday, not Monday because of school. So just trying to simulate the game as much as we can with game times.
Lane, are you guys getting any closer to figuring out what you want to do with the kicking game and the return game? Has anyone kind of stood out in any of those places?
No. Competitive battles in all of them, and we'll just keep plugging along.
I know it's Kincaid and Luke have kind of been battling it out. How did they look today?
Who's that?
Kincaid and
Luke
Goldmeyer.
Kincaid, sorry. Luke was limited, didn't do very much. And then Kincaid threw a couple touchdowns and did some good things.
Lane, I believe we're about to talk to Caleb Warren. This is a guy that started 8 games for you last year at guard. In the spring, you had to turn to him to take snaps at center. If you would, just talk about his versatility and maybe how that kind of helps the depth situation on the offensive line.
Yeah, Caleb's been very valuable. Did a great job when he was healthy last year. And then we played him at center, and potentially could have to play there at some point in the season. So he's been very good and played really well. Very just kind of quiet player that plays well, and you don't hear his name very much.